Hey everyone, it's Libby from Master Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the War of my First Nations people. An absolute thrill to have you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies with us today. Okay, well, while I'm on, I might as well keep reading. So what I'm going to have a quick look at is as mentioned yesterday, the Ukrainian amnesty to Russian soldiers. Now, I haven't looked up anything in regards to this. All I have done is written on my notes, Ukraine amnesty to Russian soldiers. I've heard from numerous sources that if the Russian soldiers put down their arms and cross over, then they are being cared for as well as they can be by those in Ukraine. So let's just have a quick look. What's popped out? Oh, okay, yeah. Not surprised. Whenever I'm talking about the Russian soldiers, this is and the Russian people, this is the card that pops out. This is representative of the Russian hierarchy in Russia. The Kremlin, they really don't care. Loss and disappointment, and it's the corrupt leader just tipping over the cups of the people. The cannon fodder attitudes at that level have not changed towards the people of Russia in centuries. They are considered literally not. If I put it as not people, that's not what I mean. It's minions really to be used at their disposal. Okay, right, tell me about this Russian, okay, pendulum first, right, okay guys, pendulum first. Let's ask some questions and then throw the cards to look a bit further, so come on down. Okay, deep breath. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Can you tell me if there is truth to this, that if the Russian soldiers put down their arms, they can pass over into Ukraine? Is there any truth to that story? Yes. There's a yes there. There's a dog hair hanging off there as well. I'll just take that dog hair away. So that's a yes. Could I ask a question, please? Can I ask a question? Are the Russian soldiers being treated well? Are they being treated well as can be? And that's a yes. Are they being able to contact home back to Russia? Are they being able to contact back home to Russia to let their families know they're okay? I'm getting a no, and I'm thinking what that is because there is just no contact back into Russia. Okay. It's social media is being restricted. I imagine phones are probably scarce, but it's just there's all sorts of restrictions going on. So just tell me, in regards to this Ukrainian amnesty to Russian soldiers, I'm just going to throw some cards on it, see what they tell me. Just tell me a bit of a story about it. If the Russian soldiers put down their arms, thank you. Let's have a look. Well, here's Russia. Russia, however, it was also the birth of something new. And I think it's a new way of thinking for those that are involved. But it is Mother Russia in most decks, a harsh truth coming forward. So the truth, I think, is getting out there. Base judgment, collective awakening, a call to arms, coming together in the past, a new beginning in regards to attitudes, basically. Crowning the reading, the magician, manifesting possibilities, and this is what this action is doing. It is opening the eyes. We've actually got 3 major arcana through there, challenged by the harsh truth coming forward. But yeah, manifesting, but also manipulation. So propaganda. Thank you. the mothers, the wives, they're coming forward with the truth. They are hearing. It's taking a long, convoluted path. Thank you, boys, but they are hearing the truth. This is also Ukraine itself. It's not my usual Ukraine, but holding the sword, but holding the sword aside and holding out the hand of friendship. Thank you. So they've got the sword, but they're holding out this hand of friendship, and we have also on her waist is the Ace of Cups as well. So this emotional new beginning. Okay, right, externally, the giving and receiving help. Those that put down their arms are being helped. Internally, and here is my Ukraine card. Internally, this is Ukraine. The message is getting out there with passion, and this is a plan. This is a passionate plan that's being put forward, and the message is getting out there slowly, quietly, because it is a page, but we also have this Queen. Okay, hopes and fears, 3 of Swords. Yeah, there's loss and disappointment. So there are those that are not taking the offer, and the Ukrainian administration and people are just really disappointed that they're not. Some are just not taking this offer, and they are being forced to fight them. But there's also, that's the feeling that this card is giving me. The offer is there, the message is getting through, but there are still those that won't take it. The outcome, 5 of Wands, which is the obstacles and infighting, but it's also this burning at the stake, and this ties in with this card. I'm feeling a huge amount of sadness, actually. Defiance from some of the Russians, and I'm just feeling this huge sadness from the Ukrainian people. They're just like, please put down your arms, and we will look after you. Okay. However, the new start. This hand is being offered in faith, and faith and courage, and the hope that it will bring about a new start. We have the Death card, authentic reform, stepping through, and it is very much a crossroads decision for these Russian soldiers. We have the emotional new start. So what I'm thinking is happening is there is propaganda going on from the Russian Kremlin that it's just a convoluted mixed bag, where these soldiers are being told one thing from one side and another thing from, they're getting a message via the back door of something from another side, and they have to make this decision, and they are finding it really quite emotionally overwhelming, having to make this choice, because they don't know who to trust. Because we have the Fool here, the conflict, the conflict, the Fool, which is the new start, but the Death, which is also, it is also a new start. It's about a closing of a door and opening of another. It's passing from, but in this particular case, it's passing from light to darkness. It is about authentic reform, but I think it's also about death, and the Russian troops have this choice, and they're finding it emotionally overwhelming because they don't know who to trust. Things are being seen from a different point of view. There's a lot of passion coming forth in regards to this. It's another ace, so we've got 3 of the aces here. it is about planning, passion, but it's about this olive branch of passion is being extended. So those that are taking it up are getting, and this is also about communication, there is a change in how things are being seen due to this communication, but there is this devil energy in the background. Yeah. And this indolence, this indecision, this not making any choices at all. We have the reaping what you sow, and then the 10 of Swords. So it's there's no satisfactory answer in regards to that. What I'm getting is that yes, it is true. However, there is this and the olive branch is being put forward. The messages are being put out in regards to this. However, Russia is preventing, or when I say Russia, I'm not talking about the people of Russia, I'm talking about those in charge. They're preventing that message from getting back to the civilians of Russia, the mothers, the wives, and hence getting to the soldiers. So there's this indecision because there's this propaganda coming from one side and this hand being extended from the other, and they don't know who to believe. And do I trust, or is it going to lead to my death, or is it, it's an unresolved at the moment, but the message is there if it can get out to the olive branches being extended. They are being looked after if they decide to put down their arms and come forth in surrender and peace. Okay, thank you for joining me. Take care. Lots of love. Look after yourselves. And we'll see how tomorrow goes. Okay, bye-bye.